Hey guys, today of our first episode of prehistoric beast fight battle the new fighters is beginning. Today we're looking at two monsters of their times. At one end we have a predator. That armored, large, aggressive, and more. So strong and large during its time, it made all dinosaurs look puny. We have the saurosuchus. On the other hand, a slightly built dinosaur. A large dinosaur, no matter what. But a stomped down build with nasty jaws and more formidable claws. We have the Utah raptor. Today, both of these contestants will be fighting in a final fight to see which one takes the win, and is our first winner in a prehistoric beast battle. The new fighters. Number 1 category, size. In this battle, whoever wins in this category, whoever wins it can use theirs is the much bigger one, is bigger, and can use its weight, their size, to easily push their opponents around. When you think of dromaeosaurs, you mostly think of fast, quick predators that can get the job done very quick. This is very true, except for other exceptions such as the Utah raptor. There has been many speculated sizes on Utah raptor, but on average, it seems like Utah raptor could reach about 6 feet in height. On average, it's usually depicted to be 6 feet in height in a lightly built predator. Maximum sizes that state the Utah raptor sizes say Utah raptor was most likely 9 feet tall. We're gonna go for a smaller scale. There's slightly more evidence to suggest there's big Utah raptors that are most likely larger than 6 feet. But what really makes it is its weight. Utah raptor, all the dinosaurs, have almost all dinosaurs, except dinosaurs like Spinosaurus, had hollow bones. This was very likely for its speed. Utah raptor couldn't really go far due to its weight. On average, this dromaeosaur most likely didn't even use speed to kill. It was a massive predator, averaging 6 to 7 feet tall on max at regular, and 9 feet tall at maximum size estimates, and making almost about a ton in weight, with most estimates saying it's about 1,000 pounds, which would make it the same weight as a full-grown adult female American alligator. But how does this compare to Sauro, which is not as tall in this fight, but does have a slighter advantage? Depictions are spread all around. It's believed that this predator was not the tallest, but was one of the longest. And with most predators, the longer the animal, the much heavier it got. That's why some of the largest sauropods, such as such as the Plodicus and others, have very long bills. That was to help them gain food and deter predators due to their massive sizes. But another belief is that this predator was around a ton in weight. Estimates suggest that this predator was heavy, but not very heavy. Max say it was only around a ton, which would have still made it heavier than Utah raptor. Others scaled this down. Scaled it down. What? Scaled it down. I'm probably an idiot. I'm just gonna say this. I don't mean to be rude. I probably messed up like tons. Utah rap is Utah after a ton or not? I don't know. Let's continue. Let's just say 1,000 pounds. On average, usually like 1,000 pounds is not really a ton, but let's just continue. Utah raptor might be heavy, but Sauro is slightly heavier due to its much more bulky build. Saurosuchus takes the edge in this one. Why does Sauro win? On average, most predators, scientists believe weight is the. Scientists say weight. The heavier an animal weighs, the bigger it is. So you can have a bunny the size of a lion and make it much more heavy than something like a mid-range scale dinosaur like a Jungosaurus. And make it, if that bunny was like heavy, it would have been larger than a Jungosaurus. Round 2, speed. Both of these predators were not known to muster up any sort of speed. These were more ambush predators, and they weren't built to run down their prey. They couldn't chase down very fast prey for long distances. Utah raptor had a slighter advantage due to its lighter build, light builds, and hollow bones. It's believed hollow bones help oxygen-fulfilled air go through and all over the body, which could help Utah raptor run much faster. Utah raptor could have mustered up some speed. They were able to outrun a human, but not for a long time. Saurosuchus is too bulky. It mostly hunted slow prey or fast prey that it could quickly attack and finish. In this category, the lighter build of the Utah raptor helps it win the edge, as Utah raptor will take speed, tying it at 1. Next up, armor. I thought weapons was the next category, but no, it isn't. Both predators have hunted some prey that could fight back, and both were aiming to take their prey out quickly with nasty bites and deadly slices. But another key factor plays their armor. Utah raptor, like all dromaeosaurs, didn't have any sort of armor. Some people would say their feathers worked like a lion's mane, but in Zoo Tier, one of my personal favorite YouTubers, Utah Raptor couldn't even, in his episode Smile It On, where's the Utah Raptor, who would win? Utah Raptors, he very greatly described it as Utah Raptors for feathers would do absolutely nothing to a Smile It On, suggesting saurosuchus had a much stronger bite than Smile It On. It doesn't seem very nice for Utah. On the other hand, we have a very armored predator. It's not as armored as most other crocodilians and crocodile but it still has an array of armor that could help it protect itself when in battle. Utah's weapons usually slash from the sides, are not built to attack from above. So this would give saurosuchus an advantage in the fight. In this battle, armor easily goes to Sauro, as the Sauro will go up 2-1 against the Utah Raptor. Category 4, weapons. Whoever wins this category doesn't just have the best weapons, but has the best weapons and effectiveness, and knows how to use the weapons good enough to do major damage to the other opponents. Utah Raptor has a nasty array of weapons. Most dromaeosaurs are famous for their infamous bite. But in other words, Utah had a very weak bite force and often didn't attack with a bite. Instead, it would use all raptors' most famous weapons, the claws and hook sickle claws on its toes. But how strong could these claws be? Most likely, Utah Raptor's prey items were sauropods or duck-billed dinosaurs, which Utah would need to take out quickly before the bigger sauropod or hadrosaur could fight back. That's where its claws played in. It would have stalked its prey for a little bit, then leapt on and stuck its claws in and kept slashing with it. In all raptors, Utah Raptor's claws were flatter and more blade-like. This was very not good for gripping on the prey, like most raptors used, or to climb trees, but it was very good for slashing and bleeding out prey. The saurosuchus's bite is what really takes the cake here. Sauro didn't have large claws or had the agility to attack by pouncing on its prey and stabbing with its toes. Its claws were very dull, but its bite was strong. Very strong for most crocodile morphs. Most crocodile morphs didn't have strong bites. On average, they didn't vary greatly in bites, especially the bigger ones, like the ones that actually look like crocodiles, such as Suchomimus. But saurosuchus didn't have a strong bite, just like its close cousins, Postosuchus and Caprosuchus, which all had nasty bites. And the biggest and most dangerous of them all, Saurosuchus, which actually hunted sauropod morphs, which weren't as large as and the smaller, earlier sauropods, which weren't as large as sauropods like Brachiosaur and Argentinosaurus, which are the largest sauropods so far, but were still large, suppose some sort of threat to some of the predators during its times. It had a very strong and killer bite with bone-crushing teeth. Now, let's see who wins this category. Both predators could easily wield their weapons well, and both had two advantages. Utah Raptor had more weapons to throw around. It didn't just have its bite, like Soro. It had claws and everywhere. And they could vary nasty blows. But in Soro's case, Soro had a very, very strong bite force. Much more most likely powerful enough to break Utah Raptor's toe claws if in right position. This is a draw, but Soro still leads 3-2 due to its earlier win in armor. Our last category before we let both beasts out is smartness. Both animals showed some intelligence. Utah Raptor steals the show here. Utah Raptor was very smart and knew where to aim to kill its prey much quicker. It was very likely for some large prey, Utah Raptor could have swarmed in groups. Utah Raptors most likely didn't hunt in groups, but they might have got to get only little evidence suggests that they might have got in big groups to take down very big game. Very big sauropods, even some saurosuchus. I blew it up. I obliterated that word. Lonely Utah Raptors. Saurosuchus Utah Raptors couldn't. They might. It's not suggested that they would have always been that tough, but it's still believed that they could have been that smart. Soro, what's a crocodile? It's gonna not be smart. It's not too smart. It was like American alligator. Its brain was the size of a peanut. Maybe that might be giving Soro some credit. I just put this category to make Utah win. Utah Raptor wins and ties it. Now, we are ready to open and let out both contenders. Utah Raptor wins the edge in speed, does take one part in weapons, and wins in smartness, which was probably not fair. Soro wins the edges in strength, armor, and also weapons. This area the fight will be taking place in a desert, where there's barely any area behind. The contestants are ready. The arena is set. Next up, saurosuchus versus Utah Raptor. I'm gonna go mute, okay? Alright, sorry. I forgot I took those photos. So, at the end of the simulation, we can see that Soro comes out on top. Why did Soro win this fight? Saurosuchus did have the real attributes that helped in this fight were weapons and armor. Utah Raptor could have fought back, did some damage, but Soro's weapons helped it to avoid major damage that could have caused its death. And Soro's bone crushing bite helped it in this fight. The two kept fighting each other, hitting each other with equal blows. But then a turning point. After Utah attacks with a nasty blow, Soro goes in and just like Jaw Titan and just like in Skullcrawler vs. Jaw Titan, disables the jaw of the Utah Raptor. Not ripping it off, but breaks it. And then it was fair game. Utah was able to fight back, kind of, but it did slash back, but it wasn't enough to beat Soro, which would eventually knock its opponent down and crush it with a bone crushing blade. Guys, the votes were split 50-50. Those were prediction votes. It was who you thought was gonna win. It wasn't like which animal had the most votes was gonna win. I'm just gonna make that clear. I feel like you all already get it. But the Utah Raptor could have actually. There were some points Utah could have made a different decision and actually could have ended the fight by beating Soro. If Utah was able to get under Soro, unlikely, it could have used all of its weapons to slash at the weak underbelly. And even if Utah Raptor lunged on the side and stabbed Soro with its toe spikes, it could have, if it was able to do that and quickly, it could have ended Soro by bleeding it out. In turns, Utah could have won, but Soro today was the winner. Guys, I hope you all have a good day. My day's gonna be kind of good. There is something going on with my family. I'm not gonna tell it. If you ask why, what are you talking? If you go in the comments and go like, can you please tell me? No. I swear, if one of my friends says what's actually going on in my life, for God's sakes, they would be dead. But ignoring that, please like and subscribe if you like this channel. I read all of your comments, and I love your comments, your ideas, your 72 ideas, your Who Would Win book ideas, all of those. I love them. I love reading all your comments, so please send some comments in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this fight, and please consider subscribing and liking if you already haven't. Alright, I gotta go. This is Riderman for Reptiles. I'll see you in another video. I'll also be making my second community post soon. It's for episode 2 of Prehistoric Beast Brawls. The new fighters. Alright, Riderman for Reptiles, signing out.